gorgeous people. I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I have a short video for you today of all my favorites of media this month of December. We had a good month of media, and I have a feeling next year is going to be a good year of media. I don't know why, I just do. I mean, new Ray album, so period. But yeah, let's get straight into it. First of all, music, and I'll also do movies next because they're both the shortest. For music, there's this song called 𝙃𝙀𝙧 by, I don't know who it's by, but my therapist uses it during our sessions, and it's so beautiful. For me, it's very calming, and I obviously kind of have a connotation to healing with it, so yeah, it's stunning. I would so recommend listening to that if you're into that kind of stuff. Very spiritual, not in English, yeah, but just so stunning, and I love it. I want to kind of listen to more music like that. There are some other songs on her playlist that I've been meaning to listen to that she uses in our sessions, so maybe that will be on next month's music faves. Then Just Haven't Met You Yet by Absolutely, which is Ray's little sister. This is my first song of Absolutely's that I've listened to and loved. I don't think she has a lot out, but the other ones weren't really my thing, I think, and this one though was really good. You can tell she has an amazing voice and is very similar to her sister in that sense, and kind of similar vibe-ish to her music and meanings and things like that. So yeah, and also they're both so stunning. That has nothing to do with anything, but they're both so beautiful. Then movies, they're both documentaries, both true crime, and the first one is The Perfect Neighbor, and this is the first documentary that I've watched that has only used footage and not like interviews and everything. It's just pure real footage, which definitely makes it a little bit more sinister, but the footage itself isn't very gory or anything, so you know, don't worry about that if that's something that would put you off. Such a sad story, but I think one that's also very important to talk about. If you watch it, you will understand what I mean. Finally, for movies, Eileen. This is about a female serial killer who was sentenced to death. However, I believe she should have been free. Controversial opinion. If you watch it, you will understand why. I think this is such a beautiful documentary, the way it's done. It's not like casting her as like this amazing human, but it's also not casting her as this devil woman that everyone casted her as, and it also talks a lot about the truth. There were some things during her case that were just insane, that were looked over and lied about, and in the end got her murdered by the state. So I just think it's insane. But yeah, very important, I think, to watch as a woman. And I don't say that because she's a female serial killer, I say that because of her story. So to understand, you'll have to watch. Again, not too gory. I've definitely watched more gory things. If you can watch something like the first 48 hours, you can watch this stuff. The first 48 is fucking gory as fuck. It's hard even for me to watch. Then we have TV shows. The first one was the documentary, again, true crime, of The Reckoning, P. Diddy. I've been following his court cases and trial all year, and I think what I loved about this documentary was that it showed the big picture. It didn't just show him as a sexual assaulter, but it showed him as corrupt. It showed him as a fucking fraud, as a thief. Like, it showed the big picture, and I think, and also like a murderer, sorry, but he was, and so slash is, he's still alive. I think it fucks up his image, which is brilliant. Even more than it was. And what I also loved about it, like, big fucking props to the filmmakers, because they showed all the fans that were like going up to P. Diddy whilst these trials and everything were in play and showed their faces. I think it was so good. You are forever now going to be seen on screen cuddling up to a fucking rapist. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork. Then there's Emily in Paris. I say this is my guilty pleasure, but I love this show so much. It was definitely a filler season. If you know, you know. But it makes me so more excited for the next season, which will likely be the last season, but I don't really care. I will watch this on repeat all the time. I love Emily in Paris. It's just a feel good show. I have been pirating Stranger Things. I won't promote this that much. I do think that this season is good. I don't think it's the best season ever, but it's good. First and foremost, fuck Noah Schnapp. Fuck Cara Bruno, whatever the fuck her name is, and fuck the guy that plays Murray. Absolute Zionists. If you are gonna watch it, please pirate it so that those bellends don't get any of your money. And finally, Culinary Class Wars Season 2. Oh, it's been so good. It's been so good. I love that show. Finally, books. I read The Body Where I Was Born by Guadalupe Nettle. I think this is my third Guadalupe Nettle book and definitely my favourite of hers. I believe it was a memoir. It is by far the best of her work and so good, so worth reading, so interesting. And then I read Blood Honey, which was a graphic novel. I don't really go near graphic novels. I used to love graphic novels when I was younger. So when I read them now, it does feel a little bit nostalgic, which I like. But I do love the adult graphic novels and like the gore and action. That's my thing. So I really enjoyed that, and reading Blood Honey kind of encouraged me to maybe read some more graphic novels. I then read Pizza Before We Die, which was one of many books about Gaza that I've read. I was actually the first person to read this book ever, I think. I was sent the ARC and I'm so grateful to have been able to read it, because out of all the books on Gaza that I have read, I've read a lot, but there are still so many I want to read and have. But out of all the ones I've read so far, this was by far the best one. It's an eyewitness account by 𝙃𝙃, so very important to support the author, and also in general read it to educate yourself. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it in the sense of his writing is beautiful and the book itself is so tragic but educational at the same time, and I think it's important to read. I think it's an important read, yeah. Then I read Start Your Engines by Rebecca Chase, which was just a feel-good romance. I actually really enjoyed it. It's kind of made me want to read some more F1 romances, so we'll see how if we do that. And finally, this book that I've got here. I got this for Christmas. The Art of Bob's Burgers. I'm a Bob's Burgers stan. I don't know if you can see my Bob's Burgers tattoo. Bob's Burgers is one of the reasons I'm alive. Yeah, I am obsessed. I got this for Christmas, read it within an hour. Happy girl. I also got The Art of Arcane, which is behind me as well. We can have a look at that as well. I haven't read it yet. I'm kind of 30 pages in. It's a lot thicker than the Bob's Burgers one, but I can guarantee I will read this before December ends, and also it will be a 5 stars because I also have a massive Jinx tattoo on my leg. This is everything to me. This is everything to me. I love it. I love it. I also got that for Christmas. I also got the Patti Smith Bread of Angels for Christmas. I can't even talk about that, but I'm so excited, so ready for that. So yeah, those are my favorites of this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do subscribe and like this. Tell me what you got for Christmas. Tell me what your faves were of the month, and I'll see you. The next monthly faves will be in January. Thank God for that. good riddance to this year. Goodbye. Yeah, I love you guys. See you later. Bye.